blessings and power unto you. Listen, I'm just here. I'm going to bring my items, what I got from the store. Gigi just chilling. I'm just coming here. I told y'all I was going to be coming here. So y'all come on in the room. By the time I get back, I have my food ready. Y'all come on. Pick up that phone. Pick it up. Pick up the phone. Pick it up. Pick it up. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yes, pick it up. All right. Show y'all what I got going on. Y'all come into the room, welcome one another, greet one another, be kind to one another. If y'all working, y'all make that money, okay? Don't get off y'all jobs talking about trying to look at what's going on. Y'all make that money. I want everybody to keep their job. So don't be coming on here as if I don't want you to keep your job. I'm just sitting up here showing y'all what I got. I told y'all I was doing something different. Don't have my face still on. Y'all don't have y'all face either. Y'all just, we gonna talk like it's the telephone. You know when the phone rang, you pick it up for a friend. So thank you. I got all of this morning when I went to Publix because I had to stop. Never tried this. I had to stop and get some of the things that, basically some water. I love this. I love that. Oh, when I tell you something good, oh my goodness. Yes, I'm good. Just showing you what's going on. Now this morning I called myself, and see one thing about me, I can eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner at any time. But I tried this. Y'all know what that is. I'll tell it to the people who don't know. I do have a plate. Now, if you want something, you're going to have to go and get your own spoon. That's all I can tell y'all. I don't have no extra spoon through your camera. Go and get your own spoon so you can pretend. Get your spoon. That's all I can tell you. Go get your spoon. Go get your spoon. Yes. This is chili. Good morning, friend. I see you showing back up. I appreciate you so much. This is chili. I ate a little bit. This thing was filled to the rim. But I had put that on my stomach because, like I said, I eat like that. I eat very uniquely and different. I eat, based on my appetite and all that. But since it's a cold day, that's why I got it. I already had some, so I don't need to get it. But for those that want some, here you go. Taste it. Come on, taste it. Chili from Publix. They make some good chili, so I think. This is what I'm going to show y'all. I probably won't even eat it. I picked this up later on, just in case, because I like to, when I'm working from home, I like to be, able to know I don't have to just get up and move and stuff. Let me get my stuff together. Don't that look good? That's chili, y'all. I told y'all to have some. Like I said, go on, get y'all pretend spoons and stuff like that. And just pretend you eat something or go make something. The other items I already showed, that's that good old carrot cake. Seemed like somebody done made it for me. But that's Publix carrot cake. Publix, to me, make some good carrot cakes. To me. Now, it ain't your mama carrot cake, but it is the carrot cake. I don't know what done happened to this here, y'all. It was supposed to have been a nice chicken sub, but I'm going to show you what happened. I'm going to eat it like a salad. Got one now. That's what I should have eaten, like a salad. And the chips, like I said, I'm not even going to bother the chili what you seen. Because like I said, I kind of tasted that this morning. It's chilly out there. I'll save it for later on, possibly. I will. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is having an amazing day. Hope you like this style that Gigi is coming in 2025. Talking to my friends as if we on the phone together. Now let me open this. This look real messy, real messy. Look at that. I'm keeping it real with you all. I ain't got no time to be sitting up here talking about lights, camera, action. If you're going to come and visit Gigi on the phone, this is what's going on. Yes, I checked my settings and now I got the notification. I told you the only thing you had to do was check it, friend. Look at this. This is a chicken sub, but the reason why I like to get it on this bread, because instead of getting it in a salad bowl, straight chicken. Straight chicken. I eat it like that. I don't even have to touch the bread. It's just the fantasy of it, knowing that I got bread. Bread bloats me up. It really do. When I say bloats me up, it do a number one. So I have to be careful about what type of, bread and all that. Publix bread, baby. If you know that you can't do bread like that, do a wrap. Oh, now it's getting messy. I got to put this on a plate. I did get a plate. It became messy. I wish y'all could see how messy it became on this. Now, I am going to eat this while I sit and talk to you. Go tell some more friends. Just go say Gigi done, rung the phone again, child. She here. Mm-hmm. Where y'all from? Put in the chat where you from so I know where you're from and everything. I'm doing something different and everything. Hope everybody got up this morning being positive. Y'all said y'all, affirmations and prayer and things. I'm going to pull this here. We're going to be messing with it. I ain't got no time to sit up here and say, let me put it on my fine china and all that. No, 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 no. How many still got china cabinets in their home? You know what them china cabinets is and stuff about people store their dishes and stuff like that. I got me a nice china cabinet here. I sure do. So yeah, we just gonna eat it. I want to keep it on that, but if you see this here, that's what was lean in there. Messiness. So yeah, and the chips, I'm gonna open them up. No, I ain't trying to be nobody, what you call that? Channel to what about you eat. Yeah, I'm just being me. I told y'all I was gonna let y'all get to know me a little bit more. That's all. In my own way. Yeah. Y'all hear that crunch? That's these chips. Listen, what I need to be doing is setting my appointment up. I'm gonna do that right now. For my nails. But no, because I don't want y'all to hear the date of when I'm going. Petty and y'all go ahead on. Y'all can have some. Only through the camera. Don't knock on my door talking about where that sub at. Y'all go to Publix now. It's a chicken tender sub. If you want to pretend it's a salad. I got whatever toppings that I got on it. But since I'm so infatuated with bread, I just want to feel like I'm going to eat this bread. But it's a chicken tender sub. Look how chunky it is. I mean, this ain't nothing but chicken, y'all. For real. Nothing but chicken. Chicken tender sub. Would I put lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and jalapenos on the buffalo sauce? And instead of it being in a salad bowl with lettuce, did I say lettuce on it? I put it on that bread. Because, see, my bread is going to be this cake. I'm old enough. I earned to eat how I want to eat and work out. For those of you all who still trying to be fine and ain't got fine together, I get it, baby. I done been through them days, honey. I have. And I still thank the Lord for fineness, okay? Got to know what works for you. That's the only thing I'm saying. But yeah, this is good. What y'all doing today? Anybody working today? Sitting on them people job? Listening? Don't tell me you will, because I don't want nobody to get in trouble. You know, people got a way of snitching on you, so don't tell me if you are. Yes. I am loving it. I see y'all done left out the room. Y'all going to go get some more friends or what? I appreciate y'all if y'all do that too. It is good. It sure is. It's real good. That is good. I'm so thankful. So thankful. Yeah. I just want to check in. With my friends. Look at that. Y'all done got some more friends. Y'all know what to do. Yeah. Go tell somebody and go tell somebody. And so on and so on. That's how it goes. I'm just doing natural marketing and networking with my friends. That's how you do it. The best way to network and market, you build up your own friend, networking, and you encourage each other. And then out of that friendship, doing business or friends, if you want to tell people to support you, you go tell them to tell others. Yes. That perhaps that may want to support you. So that's why I'm asking my friend. Child, look at that. A little piece tried to get away from me. And that's good. Look, how many ever ate a salad? It's not really salad, it's a sub. But intentionally went to go and get a sub so that you can only eat the toppings from off of it. The best way for me to do it, especially if I know that I'm craving some bread. I ain't even touched none of that bread. Not at all. Don't want it. Don't even want it. Yeah, I'm psyching my mind out, but I really don't want it. Y'all know that what the bitters, what I showed you all, for me, I can truly say it makes me not crave certain things. I may want it, but, I don't have to eat it. Yes. The day when I woke up, child, it was freezing out there. I looked on the weather screen, not on TV, but on that screen to see what time it was. Not what time, what the weather was. It was like 33 this morning. 33. Grass. Seemed like it was cold from the way how it looked. It sure was. Thank you for thumbsing up the video. Y'all, when I say y'all know I'm country. From them backwoods in Florida. Not from this metropolitan city. But from them backwoods. Y'all know I appreciate them backwoods too. You learn how to fish and ride them cows. Gut open some mullets. Yeah. Have them good old picnics going on. You learn how to plant. Grow crops. You see real cotton fields and all that. So much memories. So much memories. You get to go to the market, or what about you? Well, you get to go to your own garden if you want to pick your own food. If some of the elders are still doing it like that. I remember fresh collard green back in the day. I'm talking about some good eating. Some good eating. I remember the milkman actually used to come by the house and drop the milk on the front porch, along with the orange juice from the fresh cow from the dairy. And the glass, like how this is, but much bigger. And the glass bottle milk jug, if anybody know what I'm talking about. If you had an experience like that, or if your parents that are living have experienced that. If you came up in the country or in them rural areas, you didn't have to go to the grocery store for your milk. You put in an order, and it came directly to your door. Fresh squeezed orange juice and milk And if you wanted some eggs, just how they got, look at that, bring me back the memory. Now, bread, I do not want you. Stop it, okay? I don't want you. Quit trying to make me pick you up, okay? Stay right there. Brings me back in the memory now of what's going on. How you can make an order and now they just leave it at your doorstep. But you done made your order. That's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Just in a different time and space, child. We getting stuff delivered to our door. But yeah, you got your eggs, you know, all that. And then the outhouse, not the outhouse. Outhouse is a place where I use the restroom. Ooh. Them stories doing the outhouse. I'm gonna come back and share that not while I'm eating. But I can talk and still eat and talk about the outhouse because it don't affect me how it affects some people. Ooh. Child, like when you grew up, you know what I mean? Well, you don't know what I mean. I'll probably say that like, you know what I mean? Because I'm really having a conversation with you all as my friend. The smokehouse. What about they smoke the meat there? Literally smokehouse. The where about whatever meat you had from fish to the bacon from, you know, that some people don't eat that pork or none of that. All that meat was smoked in that smokehouse. And that was the way that they did it. Any type of meat, even a chicken, if you want the chicken smoke, it stayed in the smokehouse. Mm-hmm. And I would never forget when I was much younger. I used to wonder why I would see that when them doors would open up from the smokehouse. And you know how, well, at least for me, my grandparents was more or less like, close that door from that smokehouse. Y'all get away from that. Now I get it. Child, that was food we had to eat. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord. And back during then, the roosters used to crow in order to wake you up in the morning. But back then, there was a reason for them roosters crowing. Because I remember it was farmland. So the rooster was only doing their job. So that was their way of just waking up the community. That's what I always thought. Now, it could be another story behind it. But yeah, the roosters were roost, honey. Mm-hmm. And you knew when that rooster was roosting, you was running. Late of getting it up, getting your breakfast and all of that. And before they actually went to work, they ate a full course breakfast. I put it in a container. I just had one of them 10 pans. You know them 10 pans? This food is good. That you can bake your pies in. The 10 pans used to be dinnerware, lunchware, whatever. 10 pans. Putting your food in it, okay? And taking it to go to lunch. I was back during my eldest time. And them 10 pans used to keep the food warm. I remember them homemade biscuits being made from scratch. Mm-hmm. Fresh butter. All that from scratch. Fresh butter from scratch, yeah. That was the benefit of country living, though. Mm-hmm. The benefit. Everybody was friendly and kind to the best of their ability. Families was helping one another. People weren't laughing at people. If you was in a need, the community helped. That's what the community did. They didn't laugh at you. Such and such needed some. You go on and you take this to whomever that may need it, that you had to go give it to. That was a community. Mm-hmm. They helped one another. They didn't laugh at one another. And if one person was succeeding because they was putting back into each other. They celebrated. They was happy to see such and such and such go off and do great. I become, back then, they own entrepreneur, whatever. They blessed them. They only did business with that individual in the community because they knew that's how they fed their family. You know, the world done changed a whole lot. You know, some people laugh at me now. Them chips is good. If you talking about you're an entrepreneur, they'll laugh at you. Not all, but back then, during that time, some individuals had gifts and skills, and that's all they knew. And that's how they paid for colleges and children to go to school. I got so many different family members that became great in education. I got it right now. I can share this with y'all. My first cousin. Grew up in the country. They got a whole street named after them. And if I got family members on here, I ain't telling no lie. I'm just telling y'all, giving y'all some facts for the people who don't understand. Like I said, I may have came from the bottom, but I realized my family was birthed into wealth based on the backs of how they came up with their own doing to make the money and to be a blessing back into their family. I had an uncle that he actually, you know how you, and I didn't know it, I was young at the time, but getting the history. With the tobacco, how it was real popular back in the day, from my understanding, made a strong living, became a millionaire, and sent all his children, and I say it like that, to school. And he didn't have just one child, okay? Cousin, where you at? I got to see how many of them, because they're older now up in age. Someone went to the HBCU college. Back then, you know, they didn't call it that. But the colleges located FAMU, you know, a lot of the family alma mater, the ones that went there and everything, are the ones that choose. Not all. Some went to the other school. What's that, FSU? But back to what I was saying, my cousin is a physician, from my understanding. Oh, I wish I had that magazine. You know how they do a review? And that was back in the day, Ebony magazine. It was Ebony. And she was in it, because she was in pharmacy at the time. But she done ventured off. She got her own practice, pediatrics, been doing it for years. Beautiful individual. Just giving y'all a little history for individuals that don't really know Gigi and haven't had a conversation. But I'm going to read your comment too, friend, because I don't want to chase this rabbit and get sidetracked. She's still practicing. Then I got all of us are first cousin, meaning we either sisters, two sister kids, or sister and brothers and all that, because my family, on my mother's side, it was 13 or 14. So from expansion of that, and then out of those individuals having sets of kids, you can realize I got a lot of cousins. First cousins, uncles. Well, but out of all of that generation from my mom, the only person that's living is my living auntie. But what I'm saying, the children are living. We had a few deaths, some deaths, but what I'm saying, we got a large family. Period. We really, really do, you know. So, it was good. These chips. We on the phone, friend. We on the phone. So, to say that, we used to have family reunions all the time. You know, when the elders are living, they keep things flowing. I mean, them elders that was older than me, and such as my auntie is older than me, but the ones of them cousins, our parents, they kept things going because you was gonna know who your cousin was because when you live in them woods, everybody can possibly be some kin. From you was gonna know who your family was so that you didn't end up, being connected. Coming home talking about you for to marry somebody, and that's your cousin. So we was always told anything up and down the street from Tallahassee, Monticello, Madison, all them little areas, you better make sure that you find out that bloodline ain't connecting to you. But back to the story. I was getting to this other cousin, from my understanding, was an attorney. But she went beyond, and then they call them lobbyists. And y'all know in Tallahassee, it ain't nothing but the capital there. So if you were born and raised, and I got a brother right now. This is true facts. Worked for the state of Tallahassee. State or city, I get them confused. But you got state and then you got city. He'll check me if I'm wrong, but he can't check me now because he working. But what I'm getting at, he come on now, I'm talking to my friends. He got to turn that down. We clashing. Wait a minute, I'll be right back. Hey, no, no. I'm gonna tell you more because I don't want that. Yeah, me, I can say that female. This conversation, okay? All right. No, what I'm saying, I'm talking line. You okay? Okay. Thank you. I don't want no copyrights or strikes or none of that. So yeah, so back to what I was saying. I don't know. I forgot my thought. I just got up and forgot. Anyway, I was saying, in Tallahassee, Tallahassee is known as the capital for the state of Florida. All the business and all that go down. So if you live there, you went to school there, possibly maybe, you're going to get one of them state or city jobs. Or you work for the college at FAMU. Had family to work for FAMU, first cousin, direct line. If you came through there, especially in administration, you had an encounter. One of my family members. Sure you did. Sure some of your kids did. But y'all don't know any of this stuff because guess what? You never had an opportunity to explain it. Since some people, when they don't know you, and when they assume, you always got to go to the living tree, to that stump, to the root that's still living, that can educate you and tell you about their own bloodline. So, to say all of this, my family is a mixture, education and strong entrepreneurship. Because like I said, I one uncle and many different uncles that turned themselves into millionaire status. Not making it up. They were so humble though. So humble. And when you humble, you continue to stay humble. Because you know where you came from and how may be difficult and challenging to have gotten what you got. Because it wasn't easy back then. But the community, they did what they needed to do. I guess I'm going to move from off my cousin that I heard she retired now from a Christmas holiday. Got one cousin, first cousin, we all first cousin, it's a male. He now, he was a part of I would say this ongoing. You know, when we get together, we fry fish and all of that. We do a whole bunch of stuff. And the holiday season, for Christmas, we're getting back into the swing of things, or Thanksgiving, connecting some parts of the year. So this particular cousin that I was saying, as an attorney, I heard that she had done retired, you know, and I said, well, that's good. Because she, from my understanding, used to work, you know, in D.C., in the Washington, in the White House. Very interesting now, very cool. hmm With the particular president that everybody was so happy to have at that time. Mm. And the name started with an O. So y'all know what I'm saying, but not to mention it. So, but his uncle, I was gonna get that. I was young. That's why it's good to know your family history. Because when you ever get down and out, when you got your family history knowing your bloodline, you can reach back now and see the strength and what they had to endure and what they had to go through. See, for my grandchildren purposes, I let them know Gigi was not the only one that achieved in her family. I have to be very clear with them. You know, this is part of our bloodline. Whether or not you choose to do a career or whether or not you choose to be an entrepreneur, this is just in our bloodline. Whatever we achieve to do, we become strengthened at it. And either we're going to live to make it work or we'll move on to something else. It's in the bloodline. So this particular uncle, never forget, lived down south. I got pictures too. Had an orange grove. And those from Miami area, North Davie, Florida area and all that. Because my living sister had a beautiful home in Fort Lauderdale. But you know, she passed. So close to the beach, walking area. Sweetest, oldest sister. I can truly say that. She worked for the state. That's what her position was. Child support specialist, meaning that she could locate you even if you was hiding. She did that for 32 years. And then she ended up passing. We didn't, I was young, so not young when she passed. She was much older than me. She was so beautiful. Now that sister got what? A nephew and a niece. Both of them smart too. But I was getting back to my uncle. Now Orange Grove, now me being young and not knowing, like now, how do an African American man get a orange grove that produce oranges? Tell me God ain't good. And then have nothing but land. Come on, Holy Ghost, and speak. In the location that you grew up in, land upon land. Come on now. But see, back then, once again, individuals supported and they encouraged. That's if you wanted it. Nobody was counting out. Period. Only if you want to be counting out. Look how I self-destruct this. It was a chicken salad for those that was in here. For me, but it's on a bun, so I'm just eating and talking. And somehow I'm just communicating with my friend. I called y'all up. I told y'all to keep your notifications on, and a friend said that she got her notifications now because she went back in to change it. Or he, I don't know. But anyway, thank you all for being supportive. So my uncle used to be the one because he had a trailer. Like I said, we are a big old family. His trailer used to sit on all this property and land because he was living down south. He moved down south. And so many different family members. But I can remember that property whereby droves and droves would just come and park and we just have a good time. And my other uncle, you know, they got that street name after them. I said, when people come from small places, you'll never know who they are when you're just looking at an individual. And I'm just speaking, telling my life story. If you look at me and if you don't know anything about my family, you'll say, oh yeah, Gigi became a firefighter. But there's a history to my story, though. For real. My enduring strength came from some encouraging family. For real. We grew up to believe that you can become anything that you want to become. And if you fall, get back up and be determined to shake it off. Because you are always destined to be great. Nothing can stop you. As long as you living, understand that you can get back up. So I speak from no words of encouragement. I don't speak about I don't know and I don't. You know, I had to be willing to encourage myself when I came on that job, fire and rescue, and not even, I wasn't even thinking about being a firefighter. But when God gave me that vision, I said, okay, sure did. I ran with the vision and the dream, how Habakkuk say, write the vision down and make it plain and clear. I ran with it. And I ran. Okay? Until it finished its course. So a lot of people, if you want to understand why I can come and motivate and why I can talk, encourage, because my life itself have experienced it and walked through and has been attached through a bloodline, like many of you, from encouragement. Whenever you get down, remember the things, some of the things that your relatives put into you. I mean, those good, positive things. I'm not saying the negative things because all of us have, some parts in the family, everything ain't perfect. We get that. You can find some dysfunction in anybody's family. Let's keep it real. Anybody that's walking around acting like that, their family is perfect. It's like, keep living. Because God will show you the truth. Just keep living. And he'll pull the covers from off of you to where about you can experience some things to know too. He really will. Let me look in this comment, but I'm going to put a pin in that because there's so much blessings that keep me going. My friend said I wasn't born in those days, but my grandmother used to make the homemade biscuits. That's what I'm talking about. And yes, I didn't even get that homemade syrup in the mason jars. My mom still does now. She's 78. The homemade syrup, the what about they get them that honeycomb from the bee. Oh my goodness. None of this stuff is new, this organic stuff. In other words, I grew up eating fresh chicken. For real. Because they had their own chicken. the beef, what they call organic and all of that, because in order to have a smokehouse, you got to have some meat in order to smoke it. What's the use of the smokehouse? So I grew up around this stuff. So now, when I go shopping, it becomes very interesting to me when I see, certain items that say what they say. That's why I'm like, you just pray over all your food, honey, and bless it. Just pray over it all. What's going to keep you healthy is you believing that you're going to live a long time. You got to speak those things as though they are, although they may not be looking like that to you, but you got to speak it over your life if you want to live. If you want to live a long time. Some people don't, because they're tired of this world and everything else that's going on with it. It have drained them. So they tired. Everybody don't want to live. Who's sensitive and who said, I done came and spent the block in this world. I done had enough of it. Not me. I'm just, talking to some people that I have met. So thank God for your mom, and especially she does 9, and she's 78. That's a blessing. And then you said, yes, God will bless you in your humbleness. Yes, that's the power. In my walk, humbleness. That's the power of my walk. Like I say, people don't know your story unless you reveal it to them. But the rest is just an assumption. Friend, you said, I am a 54-year-old female. Blessings unto you. Blessings unto you, friend. You about to hit what they call, what is 55 when you become a senior citizen? Yeah. I'm considered a senior citizen. Did y'all know that? According to my age. But just because I am that, I still have a youthful heart, meaning a happy spirit and all. These chips getting it. My friend say, Gigi, just listening to you, you are truly a blessing. Thank you, friend. Thank you all for having me to show up and to appear on the screen and just let me be me right now. I don't know, God just told me to just do it different for 2025. For real. That's all I can tell y'all. Like, you ain't got to, be stressing or say, oh, I got to make sure that, my hair on point or whatever. But matter of fact, it's done, y'all. My hair is. But just the fact that God just told me, pick up the camera and just talk. That's it. Talk as if you're talking to someone on the phone. I see. Wait a minute, let me chew these chips up, which is good. Can y'all hear the crunch? So y'all get this self-humorous part of me on this level. Let me tell you the difference. When you're in the mode of talking about God, that's a different shift. And you have to stay in that presence when you're talking about God. Because I can't come here and eat like this here. And then, I can still talk about God, of course. But what I'm saying, it's a flow that goes with it. When the anointing, which resides in all of us if we choose to tap into it, when you're talking from that level, because some things can come out prophetic and some things can come as a warning and all that. Y'all done seen me do that through the years. So now I said, okay, God, I'm going to go with the flow. Because I know how to talk to him. In other words, I know how to keep your ear entertained if this is what you want. But I also came to the conclusion and say, well, I don't know how none of them look. No other than from their handle, and I appreciate all of them. They done seen how I looked and all. I said this last night. So my new way of showing up, and I'm not trying to run people off, but sometimes you got to get used to newness. And if this newness don't fit you, you got to have my face on the camera. Now, 2025, we may not be the best of friends no more, and it's going to be perfectly okay. Still, if you need some prayer, I'm going to pray. But you got to look at it this way. I don't see none of y'all face. Don't even know where you live at, no other than what you tell me. And I have to go with that. Even if somebody want to get potty mouth up off in here, I still don't know where you're at. I tell you where I'm located at. So I look at it this way. We just talking. Like I said last night, it'll be different if I never introduce myself to you. But I did. I wanted to take y'all in public to show y'all how they made this. When I sat up here and ate, I didn't even get to this. You see the bread? This is a full sub. So anyone that's saying when they want a sub, and this is a whole week, I still don't want it because guess what? By no means do I feel fatigue or tired or anything like that because I ate the meat and the vegetable. That's all I did. The rest, guess what? I got a whole sub. That's going in the refrigerator because I know I can't eat it. So I may say, well, why you got it knowing that? Because I can. And that's what I wanted this morning. And I shared if somebody wanted. That's all. And I knew that I was going to be here, doing some things. Because when I get off the phone with you all, this is the beauty I like about being able to be remote, answer phone calls, and on the go when it comes to real estate. You can be at home. First of all, if you done became skilled with the game, you set up your appointments. And you also be wise enough to see what the people need, because some people, they just searching. But you treat everybody with kindness. And when I say searching, they don't know what they want. They don't even know the steps that they got to go through being pre-approval. So they think the first thing you do is get in the car and go look. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Let's go on and get this pre-approval started. What's that? If you don't mind, we need to make sure that what you're looking for fits the budget, not what your eyes see. And then you need to make sure that you don't spend all of it if you're not going to put a large amount down to make sure your payments is suitable for you, because it's all about you and purchasing. It's all about you. And if the payments is not suitable, so let's consider the amount of mortgage that you want to consume, and then that's how we're going to go and look at homes. You can get some new construction if it's in your price realm, or we can look at homes, that's for sale. Most individuals want new construction, and I don't blame them. If it's your first time home that you're getting, and if the market is suiting you to get it into new construction, if it fits your budget, and if you love the community, I encourage you to do it. But if you also is in love with, a home that's for sale, which is a resale, I encourage you to get that too. And the reason why I encourage you to get it, based on what you tell me, if you know your budget, if you need to do some updates in it, and if you got the budget to do it, and if you love the community, I can't promise you that that home gonna stay on the market that long, especially if it's a good price. So there's some pros and cons to it. And then you become the agent that you want to be. You become a buyer, a lister, or both. I work with clients that is in the business of buying homes. So it cut out all the fat. So that when they come to me, and I say cut out all the fat, they know, and for reason why I know my worth. I don't work in this city, then and know this land, the mark, and all that. Of an inspector, so I kind of know the area of Jacksonville, but I can't deter you where to stay at. I'm just saying certain things I just know. That don't change plans and all of that. The codes may, but you keep connection with, in that department to know what's going on, permits and all of that. But the thing about it, when you know your value, then you can package yourself so when someone is calling, for me, it's just like being a trained inspector. You can weed people out when they're serious about moving forward and when they're not, because it's the steps that I'm going to ask you, to do for me. And that first thing is, let's see whether or not, what you want to go look at, that is something that is affordable. And that's not to make anyone feel bad, but you got to establish with that client the truth, not a desire that they want and they can't obtain right now. Because no don't mean that you can't get it, but no mean that not right now, and possibly, because some people, they will go into their 401k and get what they need. Or some people, they just have that money, because that's what you attract. I'm going to chase this rabbit. When it comes to real estate, for me, my attraction for my clients and for me, I'm a talker. And I listen. And we build relationships and communication. So I'm hearing what you want and I'm hearing what you don't want. I got this one particular client, extremely knowing what he want and what he don't want. But also extremely knowing how he want to spend his money. Because this is cash earned money. Anything that's retired money, 401k, and them Roth and IRAs, that's your money. You can make a strong deposit from out of it, or you can make all of the deposits from out of it, or portions. That's still your money. So when you're dealing with individuals on that level, are just hard, earn money, whether or not they got vested in stocks, S&Ps, and all that, you're going to have to come from a different direction. Because you can't deal with them on the level, you need your credit right. The credit already right. And if it's not how it need to be, they can do a statement loan that deals with the money in the bank account. Okay? That's going to push everything forward to get them what they want to get. Because they're using their money. They're not using the bank money. So, attracting them clients, it may take a little bit of time, but come with patience, because eventually, they're going to buy. But it's not a rush for them. Because why? They already possibly, they already set up somewhere, already got a home. Property they're trying to get as an investment. Dealing with individuals and probate and all of that. You know, when you go to probate, I'm chasing a rabbit now. If it's in probate, you can't sell anything. It has to come from, ooh, that pepper. It has to come from out of probate. And once it's released from probate, people are looking for agents to help them out, either to sell. So that now, what they're selling, they can do whatever they want to do with the money that they receive. Oh, this tomato's good with the sauce. So everybody become happy. In real estate, if you got the personality that connects up and track to the clients that you bring, and they become in love with the purchase or the selling of their property, and you become happy because of that commission. So you have to build a relationship, though, on them levels when you know that you're dealing with customers that's sitting on that money like that. You can't rush people like that. That's a slow walk. That's wisdom. But if you're a hustler, I say it like that, as a realtor, you may want them things to move a little bit faster for you. So you're going to seek out them VA, individuals, or get them VA, referrals. VA, they going to get about 30 to 35% of your commission? That's tough. I'm just talking for myself. But it can be lucrative if you got, 10 sales on the book. That's a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that now. So everybody, they attract differently. I'm be honest with you, I didn't know how I was going to attract coming into it. I just knew, I'm saying, well, if I am a woman, that's what I'm going to attract. Period. It can be slow coming to me. It can be however it needs to be. But I know this is the energy that I'm putting out. I ain't let it be. And you work the work, and you let it come to you easily and effortlessly and abundantly. Okay, friend. I done talk. What's going on in the chat? Y'all just listening to me. And you let that be that. You let that be that. But everybody energy is different. Y'all know my daughter knew real estate. She have a strong attraction. New buyers, women that is either real established in themselves. When I say real established, maybe they went through something in life and they had to reposition themselves or starting over, or possibly never had a home. But especially starting over, she attract that. Why? Because she got a story, okay, that understand, relatable, but the most part you're doing business. So you're attracting that in that area, and you have fun along the way. But you give the individuals what they possibly think what they can't do. And in reality, they can when you know the business of real estate that will work best for the client. But you stay connected up with your broker, ringing and tearing that phone up to make sure that you're asking the right questions and you giving all of, your worth to the client. The one thing I can say, with the amazing broker that we are up under. The professionalism, she already know. I done send Gigi a V somewhere, and the professionalism gonna follow in doing business. You don't have to tell me how to dress. You don't have to tell me how to show up. You don't have to tell me, to look this way or that way. It comes naturally. So you're gonna attract different clients. You are. You know. You don't necessarily, for me, I don't have to put on a three-piece suit. I do wear what I like wearing that is clean and presentable, and I call it what? Casual. Your personality draws the client. Absolutely. That's what it is. It's the personality, and that's what I'm saying, the attraction. Because people like to know that you care, and then you can carry a conversation and go a little further about business. See, they're not looking at your degrees and all of that. When it comes to real estate, they want to know, can you write this contract up? And can you get this deal done? And do you know the right mortgage lender? And this for new home buyers or home buyers that are looking to rebuy homes. But now for me, when you're dealing with people hardcore money, Gigi, I trust you. Because you done live and you live in money. So they ain't even worrying about that part. They know that Gigi ain't even trying to flash and say, I'm driving up in what I'm driving in, because they already know. You've been shopping where you've been shopping at. You've been dealing with such and such of these. This is your life, and that's not a flex. But before you, in other words, before I got into real estate, I had the energy, is what I'm saying, to attract. So you don't pretend going in. If you're trying to build your way up in the status to work on with millionaire client, then just tell them, look, I want to sell my first home. That's $1 million. You never know, that person who you talk to may give you an opportunity. I hear you, friend. You just purchased your home in 2017. Blessings to you. Do you love your home at this time? And was it a new build? That's all what matters to the agent, as long as you love your home. Because everybody that buy a home, they don't look to buy one, not all, but some. They'll turn back around and they'll buy another after so many years. But some people buy their home and they be okay with it for their life. And that's a good thing. Because that means not only did you help, but you put them in a position whereby they're going to pay off that home and they're just going to live life. They can raise a whole family in their household and be okay, as long as it's in the location that they want it to. Y'all see I call it the deconstructed salad on top of the bread, and I didn't even touch this bread at all. I'm not saying the bread wasn't calling my name, but I didn't touch it. And this tomato, it is so good, I guess, because of the sauce. This was good. This was real good. But yeah. So now you all get to see the side of Gigi. Well, hear the side of me. Sometimes people don't think that you can do anything or know nothing other than, you just did that. No. I'm talented in a whole lot of areas. That's good. You said I absolutely love my home. That's good. And see, clients like you, it what makes us smile. For some, at least for me. Clients say they love their home. That's a beautiful thing. Now, it haven't gotten to that point with me, but I don't want to hear a client tell me, even if it come to the point that they made a bad decision of buying or selling their home. Don't make you feel good. Because then you got to ask yourself the reason why they did it. or what makes them want to sell now? Is it personally, or is it something that you did, or possibly that they felt like they was pressured? And the thing is to not pressure no one. Pray over your business. If you do real estate, pray over you and ask God to send you the individuals so that it can be the finances that you need for that year, for that month. Because to be honest with you, realtors like to get paid if they can get a sale every month, if they can. But you may have a client, but you may not get that sale until the next month, on that third month, because things got to be worked out behind the scene. Get them to the closing table. And then some individuals you can close within a month. I've seen that happen. You sure can. Everything is in order. Yes. If everything is in order. Yeah, so just doing that, like I said, you got to have the patience. Because other than that, if you don't discover your boundaries of saying who you are and what you are as being a realtor, you become an individual whereby you got to discover who you are and what you're willing to do and be as you being a realtor. Not what somebody else trying to do or what they doing. That's their journey. You don't know why God is blessing them and giving them multiple sales back to back. You don't know their story. You don't know why God is being good to them. You don't know why God just suddenly give them sales back to back from out of nowhere. You don't know their story. So I learned to be happy and grateful people. I really do, because I want individuals to be happy and great for me, because I tell people, you don't know my story. You don't know my story. You hear surface stuff, because I give you surface stuff and let you go on from that, but you really don't know you don't know my prayers, in other words, what I prayed and asked God. And one of them, along with many, has been answered. That's that paper that I got going around. This is the soup. Not gonna eat it. I'm done. I did enjoy sitting talking with you all while I ate my the cake I can eat later on. And my grandson seen that cake this morning. I'm gonna let him have that. It's more. So you got that carrot cake too. Yeah, I think I'll save that for him. You know he like carrot cake. Go back and pick up some more. I like that carrot cake. So yes, so true. You close in a month, best feeling ever. For me and you both. When you get closes like that, you be like, Lord, I thank you. Yes, you be very thankful. You do. Very, 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 very thankful. That's why when you are doing anything in life, work in business, but especially your personal life, always maintain the best attitude there is, because you never know who and who you may meet in life. And always be willing to, ask for forgiveness. Look at here now, I'm going to go on this positive level. Now, y'all knew it was coming. Ask for forgiveness if you was wrong. But if a person wants you to beat the dead horse, what is a dead horse? Beating the same forgiveness over and over when they just want to keep hearing you say, I forgive you, I forgive you. You got some real issues going on, because I done already said it now. I don't know what else you want from me, because there ain't nobody trying to go left on you, but you got it. But now you're trying to prove something. Your ego is bruised. It's different if I ain't never said it. I'm just talking to my friends, But when you really come from forgiveness from your heart, and I'm leaning in now with my hands on my chin, giving you all imagination. When you know that you came from your heart, that's what counts. But if you didn't come from your heart and the soul part that gets you moving to feel good, you know, about somebody else and their hurt and pain, then you haven't done the inner work. You played with it or is playing with it. If you get victory for seeing hurt and pain and seeing a person be without, and you can laugh at a person, you're not healed. Mm-mm. Because see, the same laughter that you would do, when it's time for you to get the laugh, that person may just laugh at you as well. But to undo all of that, you just walk around to the best of your ability and keep saying, I am happy. I live in happiness. I live in peace, love, and joy. I know it may seem like, oh, that's fake, that's phony. No, it's not, because you're not a phony individual, friend. That's real life. Because see, what energy wants you to do is walk around here with all that foolishness in you and repeat itself so that you'll never see that you're happy. And you live it in abundance and joy and peace, light, and love. Amen. I read your comment that you found it took a year for me to find exactly what I wanted, but God. Mm. You know, condolences to you, although it's been years, but when you lose, you know, someone such as what you said, your husband, still, condolences to you. I'm sure you had to start all over again. Well, maybe not all over, but, you know, live by doing the things on your own. Yeah. Sometimes we forget life can take its changes and turns. That's why I always say live in the present. Live in the present, not about what you think that's so much everlasting. The only thing that's everlasting is your eternity life. Once it get up and exit from out of this earthly realm, you know. But this earthly realm, it's temporary even as I speak. I look at the stuff that I buy and stuff that I like, because I like nice things. I ain't gonna lie. But I like, as they say, the finer things in life, okay? That if I buy it, I don't have to worry about it coming, ripping apart or anything like that. If I go out here and buy me some wood, I want it to be wood. No shade to the individuals that don't have no wood. I'm just saying me. Because I look around in my house, some of these pieces and stuff that I have, and I look at my cabinets in my kitchen, they're real wood. Because I was considering, you know, hey, I possibly may get them stained. I don't want them all white because that's, to me, that's what's in now. I want that wood southern, you know, that comfort and feeling. That's just me. Don't fit everybody, but guess what? That's why God made us all unique. I love wood. I really do. I love wood. There's something about it. Like I said, I'm that country girl. Possibly, maybe that got a connection. I always was around trees and stuff, you know. You're welcome, friend. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing that as well. Like I said, we never know what individuals have went through from their losses or their struggles, what's missing. We never know what individuals are going through from their sickness, you know, to just things that may take place in life. We never know. I told y'all last year, well, no, I think it was this year. I don't know whether or not it was last year, but let me share it again. 2024, and really in 2023. But I kept it real with my friends. I said, I got to continue to pray. But nothing was going on that I can quite understand with clarity. But I knew what God told me to do. That's why when I came on this channel, I braced the channel and I was always talking about God. Y'all understood that. Even if you all wanted me to go in a different direction, however, whatever, I told you I'm not moving. Because I'm in my season to where about I'm interceding and praying, and I meant that thing. And I was praying from my belly, talking, speaking. So now, 2025, it's like, okay, I'm going to come and give y'all some conversation. We're going to talk, we're going to talk, we're going to talk, we're going to discuss some things. And this is where I'm at, and this is how I'm showing up. I feel like I showed enough face in 2020, the years, and enough face on my daughter channel. That's why I say, y'all know me, just let me be me. Because this is the place to where about, we can talk. And we going to possibly express some things. And we don't have to agree. That's the beauty of life. But I'm not going to agree about, how can I say, wrong current actions that is circulating, that is being out of order. Not your past, because your past is past. Because if God have done greater works in me and have forgiven me, who is me to go and even try to take the mote from out of your eye when I got a mote in my eye? And I know God healed me. Make it make sense. Okay? Make it make sense. So that's why I'm all about peace, light, and love. All the joy and opportunity there is. I'm about this positive mindset. I'm about believing what the Lord Jesus Christ have done and is done. I'm not about that misinformation about certain things and how individuals have took the Bible. That some Christians don't get it into themselves, for themselves to find themselves. Because if I'm going to be reading anything, I want to find myself. I want to be able to connect and say, okay, I don't know everything, but Holy Spirit teach me. And when God divine power began to speak to me, he just began to tell me, these are the things that you are going to have to change. And when the Holy Spirit began to tell me what I need to change, I just got in that position. Probably had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And then I realized I can't slick and shortchange God. I put my whole self in it. And I tell you, miracles begin to happen through the prayers. God say the prayers of the righteousness availeth much. That means individuals that's praying from a sincere heart. And some people literally take that word and say, oh, you righteous, you think you perfect. No, a righteous heart, meaning that, listen, and I've been real to you, and I've been true to you. What else do you want? That's a righteous heart. You can't get nothing else out of me because what you want, is no longer showing up. Because of God, grace and mercy. I said the other day, there are certain things, and I use the word karma, or you can say sin. There are certain things that we would have to pay for, and there are certain things we possibly may not because of God's grace and mercy. But the things that we do, tell God thank you, that he have given you grace and mercy, and he have given you a pass. But there are certain things God don't give us a pass on because there's a lesson in it. And the lesson in the journey of life, many would take a long time around what you call life journey just to really, really to admit to their own soul that they need to do some work. Take a lifetime for some. It took a lifetime for me to understand some of my lessons. I told y'all once I got it, it's like, okay. Because I kept wondering why it kept appearing back up. God said, because you got on that old, armor. It ain't working. How you gonna say peace, light, and love, and you don't even operate in peace, light, and love? You know, peace, light, and love come just as it is. It don't come being fake. It don't come being none of that. It just come being just that. Just as well as that sun is shining where I'm at on this outside, or possibly where you at, whatever is giving light during your day. That's God, the Most High, the Creator, Jesus, whatever you want to call him, because in the beginning, God created what? You go in that book of Genesis. I ain't got time to be nobody Bible school teacher or Sunday school teacher. I ain't got time to talk and tell individuals, well, you need to believe in this and that. Baby, if it's working for you, it's working for you. That's just my thoughts right now. I'm on that energy. But if your energy is flowing and connecting and doing those things that have not brought you deliverance, then you already know what time it is. We don't have to have a conversation what you need to be doing. You already know where you position at in life. You already know whether or not you still hanging in the pit. I'm a true vessel. Like I say, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I just decided to merge my whole body. I want everybody to be happy. I want family members to be happy. I want family members to be loving and kind, getting along. That's my energy. But if you choose not to, that's your business. You can't make individuals change, but you can change you. So when you change the whole energy in your spirit that surrounds you. And no one have to really, really accept you, but you accept yourself enough to whereby God has done it. Isn't God good? God is amazing. And when you walk with that type of light, of course you're going to attract different individuals. You are. You're going to attract individuals that is either pursuing or have already pursued, and now they're just keeping their self sharp and covered as long as they live. They love practicing, and loving the laws and principles of peace, light, and love. And you have to keep yourself governed like that daily. It's not just a one time you keep on this whole armor just for the day because it's cold outside. Daily, load yourself up with those benefits. Daily speak unto yourself. Daily call yourself a winner. Daily say that you're succeeding. Daily say that God is supplying all your needs exceedingly and abundantly and effortlessly. Daily speak it. Speak those things as though they are, although they're not. Daily gird yourself up with your faith that God has given you. It lives within you. Daily look within. Find something good that you can say about yourself so that you can say something good into somebody else. Daily, okay? Call on the power that rests and relies within you when you feel yourself weak. Let the weak say I'm strong and the strong say I'm weak. Daily. Find yourself in the position to assume, okay, all the possibilities that God got for you today, exceedingly and abundantly. God, exceed my expectations in this day, daily, when you wake up, because this is the day that the Lord has made. And guess what? Be glad and rejoice in it. So assume the position, thinking and believing it until something happens. Assume it. Count all the blessings, everything that you ever went through. Count them. Count it all joy. Tell God thank you. Tell God thank you. Because as you telling God thank you, then that's what you're attracting. You leave no room for those doors to be open of possibly how did this happen? And if you were to say, how did this happen? You'll know that it just came upon you because either God is allowing it to come upon you, or it could be an old bad karma that's knocking at the door. It'll remind you. But if it's not that, if God is allowing things to come through, it's a lesson in it. But don't worry, you shall pass that test because your heart is different. Your walk is different. How you speak, how you talk. You don't have to convince individuals. You don't have to be validated by somebody. Let them keep talking. Let them keep laughing at you. That's the beauty of life. Because now you can see the good in individuals, possibly maybe where you used to be at, when you used to hang in them pits and possibly did the same thing. I know I did. That's why I can see the good in people. because I can see the energy, what has been functioning from out of them, because the same energy that I may have struggled with, now that God have did a new work and constantly doing a new work in me, I can see it. And I see it and stay humble and say, God bless them. Renew their mindset. Create in them a clean heart, oh God. That's powerful. When you can now begin to pray for things that try to work against you. Because I wasn't always in a position to think this way. If you worked against me, then I'm working against you. And always necessary. Okay? Period. How many friends liked this conversation? But now that God has renewed a new spirit within me, I can be honest and tell my friends I don't move like that. How many can say you don't move like that? You know, you're no longer what you call a soul of darkness. You're a soul of the light. Oh, come on, somebody. Come on. Look like my battery is about to go out. I want my friends to have a great day. Come back and watch this video another time. I see your hand. Thank you, friend, for being supportive in this particular video as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate each subscriber that came to peek through, to listen quietly, and just to hear whatever I had to say. It was open for individuals to, write in the comment and speak. Remember, I'm just talking, but it was open for my friends to communicate. I always leave it open for my friends to communicate. As long as my friends is moving in the direction of being positive, because who have time, it's 2025, to want to carry any stronghold at this time in life, because you don't even know how your life may turn out this year. That's what I'm saying. You have no idea. God is holding the enemy hand up from off of your life as I speak, giving you some time. Because that what you possibly may have prayed upon and wanted to happen to somebody unto death, your time is up. Because see, when you think like that, you want to find those individuals that can be friends to say, we gonna go to God in prayer. We gonna get some counseling or mentoring in our life. Because this ain't a spirit that you want to walk around with. I appreciate you too, friend. Thank you so much. I really do. Thank you. Yeah, that's not a spirit you want to walk around with. Find you those friends that mean well and good to God. Because if they mean well and good to God, who woke them up this morning knowing that God is the one that gave them breath, and they have humbled themselves. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. When they got that strong sense of security like that, you want them friends in your life, even if they was in the streets, even if they were, horn and hollering or whatever. But if they change from their wicked ways, baby, they got a prophetic word in them, baby, that once they release it, whatever that they got to say, because they done been a part of them streets and God done healed them and made them whole, and they on God's timing and no more demon timing. Woe unto thee. Because God is cleaning what you call vessels up to do that work, to do that cleansing work, to be light workers, to work for God. The light workers meaning that, I'm breaking it down from a biblical terminology. We may call it the healing work. But those individuals that know that God have called them now to reposition themselves and to be healers in this earthly realm. That's what time it is in 2025. I got them friends personally. Speak life. Know how to put in the atmosphere of healing. Know how to stop the assignment with their mouth and be on point and on target and say, this is where it came from. Oh, help me, Holy Ghost. Yeah. See, when you don't know people, it's just like, hey, none of us showing our face today, even me. But when you know the assignment of your prayer, it hit and it goes in areas for the protection of God's people. That's powerful. It ain't hidden because it wants something negative to happen. It's hidden because, look, we got to stop these arrows here. Oh, hallelujah. Come through, Holy Ghost, and speak. Use this vessel today, the vessel that you put into me, which is the temple. I'm just residing in it, being changed daily as you allow me to laugh and to have fun in this life. Because God got a way of humor. Never let nobody think that you in a box because you love God. That's a lie. My life ain't in a box. Matter of fact, I enjoy life now, but I enjoy understanding limitations and things like that. Look at the bread. See, all that bread I would have consumed, it haven't even broken down yet with all of the sauce. And there was a lot of sauce on this bread. It would have still been swelled up in my stomach. That's why I don't do you, bread, okay? I don't do you. Because you ain't good for me. You look good. You know, you all polished on the back with the little seasoning, look good. Look at that. I can't even do it with you don't even come loose how you need to. So just look. I don't know how long you take to digest. But not today. Baby, I only ate the meat. You know, the chicken tenders. For those of y'all that got a publish, now they ain't tell me to advertise, but go ahead on and get you some subs from now. You ain't got to do the meat. Don't be afraid. Any more questions before I get off of this live? Thank you, friends, for coming along. You know, I'll be back. I'll possibly talk to y'all later. Pick up the phone, friends, because this time I'll be conversating. Picking up the phone. Yes, we're going to talk some more. I have some more conversation for my friends and everything. Thank you once again for your shield of protection, okay, with words that have power, that can not only help themselves, but that can help others, okay? Blessings and power unto you, and I say blessings and power unto you because you are blessed and you are powered, okay, to do the work that God has purposed for your life to do. Live in peace, light, and love, okay? Know that God loves you, okay? Completely loves you, okay? I appreciate you once again, friends, okay? Go in peace for the day. Thank you. Thank you for picking up the phone, too. I really appreciate you, okay? Keep your notifications on, too, because my friend has said that they weren't getting their notifications. I don't know what they did. They must be went back in to see it, and sometimes it can be like that and things. So keep your notifications on. To the new subscribers, if you know you like the conversation, you realize that, okay, Gigi ain't just talking about God, she talking. And if you want more of this conversation and everything, I'll keep it coming. Just keep your notifications on and everything, and I'll show up. But I do need your support and things by being supportive, you know, and things, and just coming along. And come back later on and watch it at your convenience as well, okay? If you're in a space to where about you can't talk, I get it. Call me back. It'll be up. I'll keep it up, okay? Just call me back and thumbs it up, okay? Thank you, friends. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.